Spellcrafting 101. Now, I know this is not in widescreen format, but I'm trying to get some content in before the impending hurricane gets here and the other camera's dead. So, it is what it is. Spellcrafting 101, I'm going to tell you how you go from nothing to putting together a spell for yourself without the use of something like a pre-written infographic from Pinterest or Instagram. So, of course, the first thing that you need to do is come up with, what are you doing this spell work for? Are you doing a beneficial spell? Are you doing a baneful spell? That's going to dictate what types of ingredients you're looking for here. So, once you have gotten the type of spell down, and you have your target, be that yourself or somebody else, you're going to need a tag lock. That can be a photograph, that can be a piece of their clothing, a personal possession of some other kind, a piece of DNA, their full name and date of birth. Tag locks. And once you have your tag lock and your purpose, you are going to start looking for the components for that spell work. So if you're doing a truth revealing spell for someone, just, because I have that stuff here with me right now, you're going to look for the components you need for truth reveal. Come here. Things like calamus, eyebright, angelica root. These work great for truth revealing and communication. You can also add in something like abre camino to open the road for that energy to get where you want. To get the components you need, you're going to want to look up herbs that correlate to what you're doing. Now, if you're going the chaos method, you can also use items that make you think of revealing the truth. Mirrors, anything that in your mind says truth revealing, exposure, film, undeveloped film could be an option there. Now, if you're the kind of person that casts a spell, circle, then you're going to want to get your components for either the corners or the elements, whichever kind of circle you cast, and have them ready, along with your components for the spell work. If you are a person that uses incantations, this is the point at which you would write that incantation, or just write down a petition that states what you want to happen, including the names and dates of birth of the people that you want it to happen to. That is the basics right there of putting together everything for your spell work. Now, the practical use of it is you're going to set these things up. If you're ritualistic, you cleanse your space, set up your circle, call in your corners and your elements, etc. And then you sit down and you dress your candle, or you put all of your items into your brazier or cauldron, whichever way that you burn your herbs or activate them. And you sit down and you do the practical spell work step by step, starting with the construction, the petition, the incantation or intention. You charge it with your energy while you're doing this, focus on it, meditate on it. If you're a meditator, you can play music in the background that correlates to the feelings that go along with this working. And then after it is all completed, you then dispose of it in whatever method you feel is appropriate, unless there's nothing left, because sometimes there's nothing left. But if you have remnants of the spell work, you can bury them, you can throw them in the trash, you can flush them down the toilet. Unless you have a septic tank, I don't recommend doing that. They can be discarded in running water, city drains, wherever you choose to dispose it, whichever way you choose to dispose of it. And the best piece of advice I can give you is, after all of that is completed, forget about it. Don't dwell on it, don't think about it, don't look for signs that it's working, because that energy coming from you can negate the spell work that you just did and make it completely ineffective.